What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dolly Wop. Today we're going to be discussing a thing that I have been playing an awful lot, having a fun time in, and that is New World. I am addicted, to say the least. It is something that I want to play a lot more. I'm stopped playing myself. I've got other games to play. I want to go hard when the actual release comes out, and that's what I'm going to do. This is my not so pro review of New World Beta. When I started playing New World, I was skeptical about it because Amazon were meant to make their Lord of the Rings MMO RPG, which from the looks of it didn't pan out because now we have New World. I wanted to try this out and see what I thought of it, and discovered I loved New World. And I'll be the first to say, it has bugs, it needs balancing, but that didn't stop me spending over 100 hours playing this game. Every time I logged off, I wanted to be back playing and exploring the world. But then again, I don't know if that's because of my addictive personality to video games. Who knows at this point? As you begin in New World, you are immediately thrown into the basics of an MMO with a different type of fighting style rather than the things you see in Final Fantasy XIV and WoW, giving it a kind of different vibe and refreshing coming from those type of MMORPGs because you have something new. It's different. It was fun. There might not be as many abilities and different things need to be reworked to make sure that it actually works, but it's new. It's exciting. It's different. From chopping down your first tree to finding flint on a beach, you really get a feel that there's going to be a living world out there that's driven by the people who play this game and the different companies waging war on one another. You get this sense of proudness when you win a war. You get the idea of scale when you're going towards the first town. It was an exciting moment. Bar none, very long because I hadn't got used to the idea of walking everywhere, and at first it seems very slow, but you get used to it. The things you do outside in that world distract you from how far you're walking. Finding a plant over there, skinning an animal over there. Oh look, I've just found some iron ore. You know, it's these types of things that allow the walking process to be good, to have fun. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to be out there gathering materials and exploring and having a great time. From the farm overrun by the lost to the deep forest surrounded by wolves, you really get a scale of what the land is going to be like on release. And we didn't see the whole map in beta. There is more to explore and take over, and I can't wait to get out there and be a part of that. I feel that the reason for all the walking, like I said previously, is due to the fact that the people making this game, they want you to be out there exploring. They want you to go find a wolf that you can skin. They want you to be able to go find those herbs that you need for a cooking recipe. It's all out there. It just needs to be found. Because you're so new to this world, you don't know what's going on. You're developing all these things, and getting a taste of that and understanding that during the beta really sold it to me. It really does have an overarching crafting system, and this is one of the things that I really do love about this game. I spent countless hours looking for different items I could pick up, and every so often I was asking myself, can I pick that up? Walking over to something that had a different kind of coloured environment, and you guess what? Yes, I could. And it was enjoyable. It was cool being able to do that. For the first time, I felt like I had to actually gather. I had to actually be a part of the world, know where stuff is. And it was fun. It was so fun just to be able to be a part of that. I found myself a lot of the time never coming back to a settlement without having a full inventory, because I was out there, I was exploring, I was killing crocodiles for hide, I was finding ore to mine. I do feel that once you get a feel for the area and understand the place that you're in, you will know where stuff is and what land you need to be in for iron ore, for certain herbs, for where different skinnable animals are. It comes with the natural progression of things. You know where the hemp spawns? You go to where the hemp spawns. And you make that your trip. You make that the logical way to be able to gather resources. And that's what's fun. You have to figure it out. You have to understand that this game is so much more than getting to level 60 and getting gear. It's all about going out there and finding it for yourself. Sometimes you might be able to find it on the auction house, but a lot of the time, especially in the beta, there was a lot of stuff that we didn't explore. All the attributes that you can literally apply to weapons and armor, I spent a lot of my time gathering. I probably found, I want to say, about 10%. And that is such a minimal amount. This is why I believe crafting is going to be such a big thing, because you are going to be able to get the direct weapons and armor and jewelry that you need that has the specific attributes and buff that you need for what you want to do. And that is why I love being a crafter and why I love crafting in this game, because I see its potential. I didn't get my full taste yet, but it's there. I've got an itching for it and I love it. I want it more. I want thirds, fourths, fifths and sixths. Just give it to me now, please, for the love of God. Obviously, whilst exploring and out there, you're gathering things. You'll come across many different animals to be skinned, vines to be mined, trees to be cut, ponds to be fished, and plants to be picked. All of these help you in refining the process to allow you to get the materials you need to create cool weapons you want. Well, that is if you can find the special material that's needed for it. Once you find that iron, you can take it to the smelters and smelt it down to become the iron bar that can be used in crafting for multiple recipes in the game. You really do feel good once you have crafted that item, because it feels like you've earned it, unless you find something else 10 minutes later or you buy everything on the marketplace. It really is dependent. I've tried everything in the beta, and I'm going to mainly be in jewelry and arcana crafting, because that's what I enjoyed when playing the beta, but I'll dabble in the others and level them up slower when I'm 60. It's just what I want to do. I feel like they're the more fun ones. I'm going to be a healer in the actual game, so I want to be able to, if in the future I can craft staffs that are potential and apply bonuses that I want to be able to make sure that I can do that. All right, okay, we're on to the bad things. Now, let me get one thing straight. I don't think this game is bad. I have spent a lot of time in it. There are things that I wish were changed, and I'm pretty sure they will get changed, but I just want to make it very clear I do like this game. For the first thing that I want to talk about that I kind of feel like is something that needs to be looked at, not really now because I understand it's a brand new game, it's going to be this way probably, it's just the weapon system, and seems very basic. All the weapons have, I think, approximately 6 skills each, all containing different passives that allow them to work differently in different environments. I think that the combination of weapons that you have in both should allow you to maybe get 1 or 2 abilities that combine the 2 items you have. So say Warhammer and Life Staff. Together, you're able to slam the ground with your Warhammer, causing an eruption heal on the floor. Stuff like that, giving it like a difference in abilities. Like, I don't know, maybe if you're a healer, you can chuck down one of your abilities, but rather than healing, it does like a rock effect on the floor, and it's like anyone who stands in it is constantly hit constantly as it's like rocks moving around. It's stuff like that that's going to make this game have more life and more different ways of playing. As you can probably tell by what I've been talking about, I spent a lot of my time in New World Beta gathering. And some of the cases, I was not able to find some materials that I needed to craft weaponry. I still don't think Fey Iron exists. I've seen people talk about it on the internet. I've seen it in the auction house. I personally haven't got it. I feel like the actual rate of that isn't there. Like, I should have got it probably a lot more than I should have because of the amount of iron I was mining. It may be that it's in the game and it's currently somewhere else and you need to go to a specific place to find it. That's fair enough. As long as that's there, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with understanding that that's where Fey Iron is, but I would assume that it would be a drop from an iron ore because that's what it says in the game. Some of the weapons I feel in New World Beta are overpowered, and to be honest, I will be dreadfully real with you. They will get nerfed. At the moment in the game, there are 3 weapons that are, I believe, to be broken. The first one being the axe, the second one being the hatchet, and the third one being the life staff. The axe has double damage on its second hit, which in PvP is stupid and rather annoying. Hatchet is just stupidly fast for the amount of damage it does, and literally can't compete against its dexterity counterpart, which is like a rapier. So you'd want to see that probably looked at. Maybe Berserk is different, that kind of thing. And the life staff is you just tank stuff. You don't worry about healing. I never had food. I never worried about using health pots. There was only a few occasions where I couldn't tank the enemy I was killing, and that was because it was an elite and doing 1,000 damage, and I literally had 4,000 health. I shouldn't be able to tank 5 guys at once. That is my level. They should all start, ability should starting to attack me. Maybe the healing goes down with the amount of focus you have, or Maybe the amount of spread on the healing abilities is there. It's something definitely to look at, because I just feel like it's dumb, because you can literally just be in a battle with someone and just heal yourself and not worry. I literally can out heal someone who's attacking me, who's 10 levels above me, just because of me having a good healing staff and able to put down a heal on the floor, a heal that's attached to the enemy, and also my auto attacks do a heal. So theoretically, they're doing a reasonable amount of damage, but I'm still able to heal a lot more than they're able to actually put out. And that's just what it is. And that does need to be looked at. However much I don't want it to happen, because I am a life staff user, it needs to be looked at. I feel like every other weapon has strength and weaknesses. I just feel like these 3 weapons have too many strengths to counteract their weaknesses, to which some of them don't really have a lot of weaknesses. Maybe the axe is slower, maybe the hatchet is slower, maybe the life staff does less healing. We just need to find out on release of what these actually do. I feel quests are repetitive. You go to a quest and they tell you to go to this location, kill 5 crocodiles, skin them for these specific items, and come back. And then the quest giver is like, oh no, okay, yeah, I want you to go back to that place, but I want you to go across the river and kill some more crocodiles, and then come back to me. And it's very backwards and forwards. In that time, don't get me wrong, you can go and explore and walk around, and that's what I did most of the time. I would accept every single quest and just walk around an area. There would be areas I wouldn't even want to be in, but I would just be like, I want to go over there because it's a big cool building and I want to see what's inside of it. End up fighting an elite boss and getting some cool loot. That's what I like doing. Exploring is so fun. I know I'm on the bad things, but exploring is so fun. So fun. I love it. PvP in the open world is very one-sided at the moment anyway, because of axe and hatchet and how they are very broken. The axe obviously does double damage on a second hit, and the hatchet is very, very quick for the amount of damage done. If you get this combination with the axe's gravity pull, it's very, very hard to not get swallowed in by that and easily get taken out in like a 1v1 or a 1v2, just because you can't get out of it. It's so strong, you're literally locked in, and as soon as the person runs in with a hatchet, they're doing damage. You can't move, you can't do anything, you're just literally in there just chilling and vibing. You just maybe just have a little party rather than just trying to attack this person. Expeditions, I believe, from what I played, can be very repetitive. There needs to be some sort of difficulty attributes that allow level 60 players to come back to all the old expeditions and level them up so all the monsters in there are harder, more mechanics. It's that type of thing that people want. I want to see a difficulty in these lower expeditions to allow people to come back, to allow people to have these resources. Maybe there's like an overarching key where you can get an upgraded Amarine key and it allows it to be level 60. And I personally think it's going to be great either way, because what I played in the beta was seriously fun. I really enjoyed my time playing it. I do not regret spending those 100 hours crafting, running around, questing, finding new people, new items. It was so fun. And I look forward to seeing what they do on release. Anyway, guys, this has been my review of the New World beta. I am looking forward to playing New World at the end of August. I shall see you in Eternum. Have a great day, evening, morning, night, whenever you watch this. And I love you guys a lot. Bye.